Mic off. Mic feedback off.
Huh? Whose footprints are these? Huh?
Everything all right, Snake?
I was having that dream again.
We're here. Shadow Moses.
C'est mère.
Snake! Are you all right?
Yeah, I just slipped a little. Have to hurry. Not much time left.
Meet the Mark III. It's our last replacement, so try not to break it.
Who, me? Never.
One more thing. I don't see anybody around, but there are unmanned sentries patrolling the area. Be careful out there.
heliport is to the west of there. Head west and find that heliport.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska.
What's a Russian gunship doing here?
Wow, you must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Like the front hangar door is open. A little bit, at least. You can get in that way if you want.
A surveillance camera. Snake, this is McDonald Miller. Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
No one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about this.
Taking the duct, eh? Still remember where the exit is?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Way I remember it, these ducts aren't that complicated. And my old friends are still here to show me the way. I won't get lost.
Friends?
Friends. Little furry ones.
Little furry?
Never mind.
Snake, hurry through that duct and get inside the hangar.
Snake, as I'm sure you're aware, Shadow Moses Island is an extremely harsh environment. It's not so bad right now since you're indoors, but outside, there's a blizzard raging. Imagine what that'll do to your psych gauge. More than ever before, the success of this mission depends on you taking the proper measures to maintain your psych. Don't forget that.
Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake? The legendary Solid Snake? You?
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Where are you?
Where I see ya.
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Who are you? One of your fans.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door. Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there. And if you check the facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
Just to be safe, I'm marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile yet.
Snake, I've checked the APU on this floor and engaged the generator. Energy output is low, but it should be enough to power the elevator. Try the elevator and see if it's working. Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore. This brings back memories. My colleagues and I used to work in these cubicles. We were all brilliant engineers, the best of the best. And we were close, too, like family. We used to play pranks on each other all the time. Like, on this one girl's birthday, we stuffed her cubicle completely full of balloons. Or this other guy who got married, when he came back from his honeymoon, he found his workstation had been hollowed out and its guts replaced with jelly beans.
Sounds like a blast.
It was. But all that time, my colleagues and I, we were building wrecks. Here we are, messing around in our cubicles all day like giddy grad students, and what do we end up with? A weapon of mass destruction. It's not exactly the sort of thing you can look back on and laugh, is it?
You obsess over the past too much. It's a bad habit. Come on, I need directions here. That's your job, right? To support me.
Yeah, you're right. You can count on me. We're partners after all.
Good to have you with me, partner.
It's good to be here, Snake. Everything looks exactly like I remember it. Except for that wall way in back, anyway. I still can't believe how much damage you caused in such a small space.
Ah, the switchboard. Nailed it with a remote control missile to shut down the electric current in the floor. The guidance system in those things takes up so much space, it hardly leaves any room for explosives.
Didn't make much of a bang, huh?
Hardly. Switchboard's still intact.
You're right. The wiring past the switch circuits could still be live.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get shocked if I walk on this floor, am I?
No need to worry. As long as you don't turn the current back on.
Hold on. I want to check security. Snake, that password I told you before, you remember it, right? Because I completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me? It's a 5-digit number. Nice job. At least your memory hasn't gone bad. This version is totally obsolete. It's gonna take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
It's not conjuring up any unpleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, it gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. But it was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
We shouldn't have been so trusting. I blame myself too. I helped develop Rex. That's why it was so easy for me to believe her feelings were genuine. But she was only using us to atone for her sins.
So what? What did she do to us?
You forgot already? She betrayed you. She stole your blood.
If that was all, it should have been over and done with in South America. Why'd she join us afterward?
Well,
She has us come rescue her, and then she turns around and goes straight back to Liquid. Why would she do that?
I don't know, Snake. But it looks like she's still with him.
What?
I just had a look at the security access logs. As I thought, there's people coming and going at frequent intervals. In fact, the record shows some recent activity. Look at this. It's an image taken a few hours ago by a surveillance camera up ahead.
Naomi.
And Vamp.
The Beauty and the Beast.
They've been through here. And from what we've gleaned from the security records, it can only mean one thing. They're headed for Rex's old underground hangar. I finished rebooting security and released the locks. The door on the first floor ought to open for you now.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, you know. Let's get going, Snake. I finished unlocking the door on the first floor. It should open now.
I've been waiting for you, Snake. Who are you? None of it.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. Ridiculous. You yourself.
therapy experiments.
How long are you gonna stay in there? Huh? Are you one of them? No, I'm not. I always work alone. Alone? Are you an otaku too? Come on, get out.
Gecko! We've got Gecko! Snake, it's blocking the hallway leading to the elevator. You'll have to do something before you can get to the first floor. Okay, Snake. The path is clear. Head for the first floor. Use the elevator to get up there. Okay, Snake. Take the stairs down and go to the north door. I'll open it for you with the Mark III. The Mark III is totally defenseless while working on the door. You'll have to distract the Gecko so they don't spot it. Spotted the Mark III. Do something. defenseless while working on the door. You'll have to distract the geckos so they don't spot it. The comm towers. This is where you fought Liquid's Hind D.
That was a tough scrape.
But you still managed to shoot down his gunship. Up till then, I'd heard that even with a man-pads, going one-on-one against an attack chopper was an act of suicide. I thought only Hollywood action stars did that kind of thing, but you made it look easy.
I just told you, it wasn't that easy.
Really? But you were all like, oh, I had to take out that helicopter. Real cool, like it was nothing.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's get going. We've got a long way to go to Rex's hangar.
Yeah, you're right, Snake. Naomi's headed for Rex's hangar. We have to get there quick. Head north. Don't bother going into the comm towers. Go around them.
Show me your tears. Let them flow. Cry until your eyes run red.
even in this damn whiteout. What the hell is going on?
Infrared, maybe? No, you're wearing octo-camo. It wouldn't be able to read you. Snake, do you see a pattern in her attacks? Anything that gives you a hint?
Right. Now that I think about it, her attacks have been coming from downwind.
Which means...
Damn! She can smell me.
Amazing! Tracking you in this wind, just by your scent?
A St. Bernard can find and rescue a lost hiker in the middle of a blizzard in the Alps. If that beast has no olfactory sensor as keen as a dog's, it's not out of the question.
Then what do we do? Octo-camo doesn't do anything to mask your scent.
All I can do is try and guess where that thing's going to be. Try to move downwind.
Can you do it?
Either I do, or I don't.
Okay then. Good luck, Snake. beast has 4 legs, and it's accompanied by an escort unit wearing powered suits. Watch out for their attacks, Snake!
The beast is crying. In psychology, crying is thought of as a way to freely express and release feelings. That beast cries and cries without stopping. There must be some immense sadness in her, the stress of which is tormenting her mentally and physically. Crying is the only way she can deal with it.
Charge complete.
I hear them. I hear the cries. The cries of babies. Stop it! Stop crying! Please! Please stop crying! Go away. Don't come any closer. I'm sorry. I was so scared. Forgive me. I'm sorry. You can cry if you want. Cry if you need to. I don't need tears anymore. I've cried myself dry. So cry as much as you like. I will be there to listen.
Snake, she's just like the others. Don't let her get close.
Each of the beauties has reached for your embrace, and I'll bet this one is no different. Snake, you can't let her get close to you. Stay away.
Yo, Snake, I finished laundering that rail gun you picked up just now. Knock yourself out. It's on the house.
Thanks.
Time for another bedtime story, Snake. This one's about crying wolf. You don't need me to tell you there's whole nations in Africa tearing themselves apart in the name of ethnic cleansing. Well, she was born into that environment. When she was a little girl, her village was attacked by rival armed factions. Her parents and siblings were slaughtered, and she was left a refugee. She took her last surviving relative, her baby brother, and ran as far as she could away from the war zone. One day, they came across an enemy unit, so she took her brother and hid in an abandoned shack. And then her brother started to cry. She knew that if the soldiers heard the noise, they would find them and kill them both. So she wrapped her hand as tight as she could around his mouth. As the footsteps gradually went away, she came back to her senses. Her brother wasn't crying anymore. Horrified, she pulled her hand away, covered in sweat and spit. He wasn't breathing. They say wolves eat their own pups when they die. She was spotted wandering through the thick of battle, carrying her dead brother in her arms. She had visions, too. A wolf walking alongside her. Every night, the wolf would howl and cry, just like her brother did that day. Eventually, she made it to a government-run refugee camp. But by then, her brother's body had rotted away. The camp was crowded with refugees like herself, and little children like her brother. Day and night, she was tormented by the cries of babies. The wolf that followed her heard her sorrowful screams and answered. He made his way around the camp, and one by one, he silenced the children. She tried to stop it, but she was powerless to stop the wolf. A few days passed, and on the eve of the enemy's raid, there wasn't a child left. The adults who survived were torn up pretty bad. Of course, there was never any wolf in that camp. She was the one who killed those babies. But she couldn't bring herself to admit it. She couldn't bear the thought of herself going from one baby to the next, howling like a wolf, snuffing out their little lives. And she never did, even as Crying Wolf, a lonely beast forever stalking the battlefield. Snake, fighting with you made Wolf finally accept what she'd done. She was cleansed by you. If the cries she heard of children on the battlefield have been silenced, it's because of you. You ought to be proud. 3 down, 1 to go. All that's left is Mantis. But you should know, Snake, she's been controlling all the other beasts. She's the beast of beasts. Don't let her get her hooks in you.
I won't.
See you around, Snake.
Welcome home, Wolf.
What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll be here.
War, meaningless. Nothing comes out of war. Snake, please, save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people.
Secret hell. Liquid.
Snake,
Oh, Rose. It's you.
I'm glad to see you're safe. You're not hurt too seriously, are you?
No. I'll live.
I was listening in on the B&B's stories too. It's heartbreaking.
Those things happen every day on the battlefield. But you're right. They're never easy to hear.
They've all suffered such unimaginable trauma. Hearing the cries of phantom infants in your head, facing flashbacks to uncontrollable rage. These are textbook clinical cases for us counselors.
PTSD, right?
Absolutely. I can't believe anybody would coerce them into entering battle in their state.
Just goes to show how much faith Liquid has in their combat abilities.
That's no excuse. No CSP member, no one with even a shred of conscience for that matter, would ever treat another human being like that.
Conscience? Liquid? Listen, lady.
It's more than just a matter of conscience. Without the proper treatment, their symptoms will worsen, eventually leaving them unfit for combat entirely. And that can't be good for their commanding officer.
Maybe not, but it suits me just fine.
Snake!
Look, maybe it sounds callous to you, but that's how things are out here. We're talking about survival.
Well, yes, but...
I know what you're trying to say, and your heart's in the right place.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm sorry I lashed out like that.
Forget about it.
Snake, there's only one of those things left. Stay focused. The end is in sight.
I'll be careful.
Hear that, Snake?
Yeah. The wolf dogs.
Her family. It must be tough for them in this environment with all the people gone.
Wolf dogs aren't like other dogs. They're closer to wolves in nature. Happier living in the wild than being kept as pets. Even more so now that they're guarding the grave of a loved one.
You sure about that?
Trust me. I used to live with dogs just like these. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, if you say so. Hold it, Snake. Time to change the disc. I know, it's a pain. But you need to swap disc 1 for disc 2. You see the disc labeled 2?
No.
Huh? Oh, wait. We're on PlayStation 3. It's a Blu-ray disc. Dual layered, too. No need to swap.
Damn it, Otacon! Get a grip!
Yeah, what an age we live in, huh, Snake? Wonder what they'll think of next. Hey, Snake. Something I've been meaning to ask you. That canyon, isn't that where you demolished Raven's tank? How'd you do it, anyway?
How? Well, grenades.
That's it? You didn't use an anti-tank missile or something?
Didn't have one.
Your technique is kind of... how do I put this? Archaic when it comes to fighting tanks. Honestly, I don't think it'd work on today's main battle tanks.
Well, that's how I did it. What do you want me to say?
You know, I asked an active duty army officer once, if an infantryman had to take on a tank one-on-one, how should he do it?
And what was his answer?
Don't. He swore there's no way in hell a single infantryman could take down a tank by himself.
Huh. Interesting.
I always suspected there was a little something crazy about you, Snake. But hearing that story, now I know it. You're nuts. Single-handedly taking out a tank? That's crazy. You're insane.
Otacon, is this your idea of a compliment?
Yes. You're the toughest, craziest, most hardcore badass on the planet. You're the shit.
Hello, Snake.
What do you have for me, Rose?
Good for you, Snake. You're taking great care of your psyche. No worries on my end.
Glad to hear it.
Snake, you're a smoker, aren't you?
Not this again.
Just hear me out.
Yeah?
I wouldn't want someone smoking in front of my kids, of course. But from a stress management perspective, smoking is obviously an effective relaxation measure for people like you. It actually raised your psyche, didn't it?
Yeah.
But even so, I'm not going to downplay its effects on your health. Your life gauge actually went down, didn't it? And the smell of tobacco can attract the enemy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Think carefully before lighting up, Snake. I'll leave it at that. What's up, Snake?
Got an update for me?
Your psyche is in excellent condition. Everything looks good to go.
Great, thanks.
If you're that full of energy, there's nothing for me to worry about. You're doing fine, Snake. Go ahead and focus on the mission.
floor.
Otacon, how do I get this door open?
It's not opening? That's weird. I know I disengaged security back at the lab.
We should have been able to get to Rex's storage hangar from here.
I've got it. If memory serves, there are casting and rolling facilities directly beneath the furnace. You should be able to pass through them to a drainage duct that leads to the hangar.
How do I get there?
There should be a special service elevator in the northwest corner of this floor.
Northwest corner. Got it.
Snake. I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter. What about her? She might be a spy. To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
Gray Fox.
You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge.
But I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
I vowed